See, things looking wild and looking tired and looking for me. Whoa, right. Hey, but I said it ain't gonna happen this way. This way.
Hey, how you doing? Hey. I am Tanya Our Brown, and I'm back on the scene. You with something mean. You hear me? I'm back on the scene with something mean. I hope you guys are doing well out there today. Today is a beautiful, beautiful day. Yesterday was pretty stormy. After the storm, there is sunshine. I see the light. I see the light. Do you? So I want to get on with the show. This is me. I am Tanya R. Brown. I'm here to try to bring you all that I know what's happening around here in this politic world. And I have Baker Man online. You want to
Grand
say
Rising,
hello?
Grand Rising. What's up to the fam? How's everybody doing this morning?
Uh, Everybody should be doing great. Honestly, if you was able to wake up this morning and see another day, you are doing super fantastic. Do you know how to
Yes.
say that saying super fast? You know what I'm talking
Yeah, I used to say it. I'm a practice before I get on here and embarrass myself. Or I ain't gonna
about? You know
mess
what I'm
around.
talking about now.
Yeah, supercalifragilistic. Yeah, something like that. I know what you're talking
You
about.
closer than me. Yeah, so but look, guys, if you are able to get up and move around and breathe this beautiful fresh air today, even though it's pollen in the air and it's that type of season, for allergies and stuff, still just be happy. Do not complain. Do whatever you got to do to get over your pollen situation and still have a great day. So let's get on with the topic for today. All right, so here we go. You won't be able to see this, um, Baker Man. I'm gonna have visuals and listening. So we're doing two things: open up your listening ears and open your eyes, and definitely clear your head space. And let's just try to vibe. I'm no scholar or nothing like that. So when I come with you with information and we just talking, this is politics on local level. Okay, this is what I'm thinking. Wonder what you guys thinking. Always feel free to make comments in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button too, and hit the bell button to be notified when we go on. But this is an open conversation. Okay, so always feel free to jump in the comments. And I opened up lines. I got a phone number that you can call too, but we ain't even there yet. So anyway, let's get on with the topic of today. This is something.
As the world turns.
Okay. That was brought to you by me. So as the world turns, what didn't happen that particularly grabbed my interest was this. And I'm gonna play a little bit of it visual. You're gonna have to listen. I'm not gonna play the video where you can see it because this is a big guy that we're talking about, and I don't want him to copyright me or anything. I don't want to get in trouble, so we're gonna listen. I don't get in trouble for doing that, most definitely. So, Roland Martin, we're gonna listen to Roland Martin. I know people say different things. Some people say stuff to me, and they say, "Don't listen to him. He's this and that." Bougie. What's that word they say? Wayne, you know, Baker
What's that?
Man.
So
He
what now? What you said
Bougie
now?
or something. They say like Roland Martin is like Bougie or something like some
Or
word.
bougie, the Bolay, like he's part of the Bolay.
Like the boule.
Yeah, Bolay.
So they say some people criticize me for listening to him, and they said he's part of the boule. I think he make very good points.
Yeah, yeah. I listen to him.
Okay.
So, like I told you before, one other, uh, I even listen to Fox News sometime. You know what I mean? You got to have your, what they call it when you only stay with one train of thought. They call it a, man, oh man, I'm gonna think of it in a minute. But it's usually when people only stay with a certain idea of people that they only line themselves with them.
Yeah, I listen to Trump and them. You know, look. I follow Republicans too, so I can hear
Right.
what they're talking about. So
Yeah.
here, so use the message. Don't get caught up whether you like this man or not, right? And sometimes you can't get caught up in everything he say. We can't get caught up in anything, like whatever anybody say. We shouldn't take people word to word. Sometimes we shouldn't even take them for that word and take them more by action. But we gotta have some people out here speaking for us, and I like to listen to him. So I'm going to be sharing this. So let me get going with that. So I'm gonna play it. Here we go. Let me know if you can hear me.
You must exercise your power. You must not sit on the sidelines, and that there always are elections happening across the country that are happening in your state, in your county, in your city. Well, in Louisiana, there's a election.
Let me stop this.
that
Let me
deals
stop
with
one
four-
time. Hold on. Let me do this.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Or constitutional amendments. These amendments deal with changing the tax law, establishing specialty courts, changing the dates of judicial elections, and things along those lines. Now, these, of course, we talk about constitutional amendments. That means that they're actually going to be placed in the Constitution. Okay, that means that's the law. It is very, very hard to actually change that. Well, you got folks there who are in Louisiana, African Americans, who have really been going around the state, really holding town halls and trying to get our folk to understand the impact of these elections. In fact, the Power Coalition.org, they've been working with Gary Chambers Inc. to do so. This is a graphic that they put up. You can access. I put this on all my social media outlets, y'all. So you can go grab it from my Instagram page, my Twitter page, fan base, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook. I posted on all of them. And so they're saying say no to all of the constitutional amendments. You see at the bottom right here, you got any problem voting, call 866-OUR-VOTE. You also have, of course, how you can find your polling place and district. You go to powercoalition.org/vote. And so, and again, so activist Gary Chambers Jr. has really been focused on this. So Gary hit me up today, and he said that, oh, these Republicans are real scared. And so they have been using, of course, using text messages that have been going to black folks. I saw somehow I'm posting on social media. They don't even live in Louisiana, and they got a text message. And so you might say, well, who are they utilizing? Who are they having push stuff out? Would you believe rapper 50 Cent? Now, 50 Cent just signed a 45-year lease agreement for his studio buildings in Shreveport, Louisiana. This is the video Gary sent me that they have been sending around 50 Cent backing one of these constitutional amendments. I want y'all to listen.
This is Curtis James Jackson. You might know me as 50 Cent. I have a special message for the people of Louisiana. As you may have heard, I'm now a proud Louisiana property and business owner working hard to bring film and television industry back to Louisiana. I'm working because I have an opportunity to use my influence and make real change in the communities. I want to see more jobs and prosperity in the state of Louisiana. This is why I support the Amendment 2 on your ballot this Saturday. You should too. Don't let anyone confuse you about the Amendment 2. It gives teachers permanent pay raise. It doubles senior citizens tax deduction. This is all good stuff. Voting in favor of the Amendment 2 makes common sense. And this is a bipartisan effort. Every Louisiana State Senate Democrat voted to get the Amendment 2 on the ballot. This one is about the people coming together. This is Curtis James Jackson. You might know me as 50 Cent.
Okay.
I have a special message.
All right. Well, again, 50 Cent.
You know what? So I'm gonna let him talk, but I'm going first. I'm going first. So 50 Cent had that to say, and I don't like. I think we are the only ones, like Democrat, that you hear. I don't think so. Baker Man, you here? No, he had to go. So anyway, that's fine. He's gonna be in and out because he's actually working. So they do. They say we always have celebrities, comedians, singers and different people like that trying to tell us who to vote for. Now, and I think it's time for us to stop listening to everybody. Like, if you have a problem listening to Roland Martin, you definitely should have a problem listening to 50 Cent. You definitely should. Now, he said he's a proud owner coming down there, and ain't nobody, good for you. Congratulations. Bringing film and stuff like that to Louisiana. I think he's just trying to imitate and probably go into competition with Tyler Perry. And, and that's going to be good for the economy. Yeah, I mean, you probably give some people some jobs here and there and bring some movies that influence us. But that part, I want to do a little bit correction, because what freaking movies I've never even watched none of them shoot 'em up, bang, bang, drug dealing shows that he didn't produce. I think it's like The Game or something like that with Mary J. Blige and stuff in it. It was too much. I don't even watch those type of movies.
You talking about Power?
Yeah.
Yeah, Power. That Power. He's is he executive producer of that? I think he is the executive producer. Or I know he got something to do with.
Yeah. So when he said it, what he just said now, he said he wanted to, he's a proud owner, bringing film and stuff down to Louisiana, and he's going to use this influence to bring different type of, television shows or whatever, because he now is getting ready to do this stuff. That's a lie. All you do is bring drugs and killing and like that stuff that I see. I ain't never seen him produce nothing good. And then I think he in behind.
Oh, you mean positive?
Huh?
You mean nothing that's positive, in other words?
Yeah, nothing positive, because positive. The world loved that. What was it, Power? They loved Power, didn't it?
Yeah, they did. They did.
I
never was able to check into it like that. I didn't never had it to the time, but it was very popular though. A lot of people was into that, their demographics into that type of stuff.
Yeah, what was that other one with Cookie in there? Empire, Power and Empire, whatever.
Yeah, they was competing against each other. All right, I'll be back. Yeah, they was both almost. They was competing, I think, as far as like at one point where people was saying which one was the better show.
Yeah, so he's trying to tell the people what kind of amendment. So, as he was talking about it, he was trying to tell people about the amendments, trying to make it sound good, but it's not actually true. He's telling you a lie. Now, they're going to take it easy on him. And I will too. Because that's why I say maybe we just don't know. So as they continue to talk, maybe he really don't know. Maybe them people then convinced him like it's gonna be good, man. It's all good, and he really don't know, and he's promoting it. Just like some black folks voted for Orange Man because they just really don't know. They really think they know, and they really believe in him and different things, but they just don't know. So this is what this podcast is about. We're figuring this out together because I don't know neither a lot of stuff. So that's why it's open for conversation. But I do know
Dude,
that
hey,
Trump
how you
ain't no
doing?
friend of mine.
Yeah, man. How about you?
All right.
That's right.
He ain't no friend of mine. So I'm going on with the clip. Let's go.
Just showed up in Louisiana very recently. Let's talk to somebody who is a lifelong resident of Louisiana, activist Gary Chambers Jr. So, Gary, you sent me that this morning. So you heard 50 Cent there talking about Amendment 2. This is from the Power Coalition. They say this amendment would change some of Louisiana's rules about taxes, government spending, and teachers' pay. It is a grab bag of changes, but at its core, it cuts funding for early, special, and K-12 education, as well as roads and infrastructure maintenance. Explain.
Thank you again, Roland, for having us be a part of this conversation. You know, I wish 50 would have tried something else today other than interfering in our politics. But the reality is it's about what's good for him. But the truth of this is, Roland, they are restructuring the entirety of our tax code to help people like 50 Cent. Out-of-state business owners are going to be able to get more money in tax deductions in order to pay for this. People who are working class folks, school teachers, bus drivers, people who are auto mechanics, people who are people that work in restaurants, you're going to end up paying more in taxes because they're taxing more things in sales taxes. Teachers, this is a stipend that they're going to make permanent. It is not a raise. Teachers are not going to get any additional money in their pay. And a matter of fact, because of the changes in the sales taxes, their money is going to get ate up in more taxes rather than a serious substantive raise for our teachers. Roland, this has gotten so desperate for the governor that he was at the White House the other day, caught on a hot mic talking to Mike Johnson about this issue. And that's why they call 50, because at the end of the day, 50 is a businessman looking to advance himself in his business. And I don't have an issue with 50 coming to Shreveport and doing business. I don't have an issue with him buying up property. I don't have an issue with him attempting to revitalize Shreveport. I do have an issue with you saying that this is something that's good for us because you heard it from some white politicians in our state. I would also tell you that Democrats in the state Senate did vote for this, but ask black folks in the state of Louisiana if they showed up overwhelmingly for the Democrats that are in the Senate. The answer is no. We've had abysmal voter turnout in this state over the last couple of years. We've never had, in Baton Rouge, I looked this up recently, Roland, in Baton Rouge in the last 20 years, there's not been a single legislative race where 50% of the people showed up to vote. So it's telling me that a senator supported this is not telling me that this is what the people of the state of Louisiana support. Also, right now, 37% of turnout in the state of Louisiana is black. If 12 to 15% of white people agree with what black voters are saying right now in this state, we end up defeating the governor and sending a message to him and the state legislature that you got to do better than this. The other thing is, we don't need confusion. We're telling people to vote no on all four. To have 50 come in and say voting yes on two, that's entering in confusion to a simple message. No on all four because they're all bad for the people of Louisiana.
Okay, and I'm gonna say this. We do need to start learning more about these amendments and stuff. We had an amendment when we went to go vote on the last one. I don't know if you had any amendments. Most of the time, when there's an amendment on the ballot, to me, it's always a no for a black person. You know, to me, if you don't know, I think you should say no. If you do not know and have the slightest idea of what they're talking about, I think you should say no, because it's not nothing good for us. If it was something good, it would spread all around, and everybody in the black neighborhood and everybody would be like, vote yes, vote yes. That'd be like the talk of the town. You hear me? It'd be like the talk of the town. Say something like, vote yes, because they talking about giving you some extra money on your check if you come to work. If you do your schedule, check yes. Like they just find a way. Like it'll get around. But when you don't hear nothing about it on an amendment, don't vote for it. That's my thing. If you don't know, vote no. That's my thing. If you don't know, vote no. So I like how everybody's out here, you know, everybody that's got some influence out here, Roland Martin, everybody that's trying to put the people down. So we're going to just listen to a little bit more, and then we're going to move on, because I'm not going to have you listen to this whole episode. But let's do it one more time, and then we're going to close out on this. Are you here with me still? I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here. I got on mute, but if you don't hear me, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. You want to do any input before I go back to the video?
No, go right ahead.
Okay.
All right.
Any others? Did 50 Cent reach out to black activists to talk to them about any of this?
I've never had a conversation with 50. I reached out to you. I reached out to some other folks on the national level who I felt may have a relationship with the brother, because look, you may not know, okay? I'm trying to give the brother the benefit of the doubt. 50, you may not understand how this will hurt working class people, how this is going to hurt poor people. You may not have read the legislation, because it's such a complicated piece of legislation that people sued in order to have it removed from the ballot, because the language is so long and complicated, because it's confusing. The reality is this policy is going to restructure our tax plan, cost poor people more money, help rich people keep more of their money, and it's a bad deal for the working class people of Louisiana. It is also disappointing when black folks who have acquired a certain level of wealth talk to wealthy white people to come then tell black folks what they ought to do. I think that's a disingenuous position. I can appreciate him coming into our state, but oh boy, mind your business when it comes to this one.
So, and so here's the deal. Let's be real clear. Jeff Landry is MAGA to his core. And it's not like this is about black folk.
Okay, so we're going to stop right there. But so this vote happened already. And like, not surprisingly, but what's the word? Black folks showed up and showed out, and they voted no, and it's a no-go. So that's the power that we do have. Knowledge is power. So and this was happening in Wisconsin and Louisiana, and the black folks showed up and showed out. And that's what we have to continue to do, to show up and show out and thank. And thanks 50 Cent for trying to steer us the wrong way. That's messed up, because what they say, if you don't know, then you need to find out. I'm not going to give him that. They said, well, maybe he don't know, because he could have did better. He could have came to the people and talked to the people and said, what do you think? This is what they're telling me. Am I right? Am I understanding right, or whatever, communicating with the people? But you ain't even do that. You just get up on the screen talking about, yeah, vote yes for these two. Not all of them, but these two amendments. And one of them, if you will go into it, is to help put juveniles into jail. And I just signed a petition here because it's happening here in Virginia too. I'm with the prison reform group and stuff. So they trying to, like they want to charge juveniles as an adult. Like they want to do a lot with juveniles, but to me that's just double back into that article that I read to you all last week sometime, talking about how Florida, that Governor DeSantis, whatever his name is in Florida, is thinking about, is interested in working kids. So some kind of way, like they think out the whole process. So in that amendment that 50 Cent wanted you to sign was to help put some of these juveniles into the jail system. And I think once they go into the jail system, that's going to come help with the work that they're talking about doing. That I read last week. But everything they do is always more to it than what it appears. They think more on the long haul of the game. I give them that much. And let's not think sometimes everybody go, Donald, Trump, he's stupid. He just not that man ain't stupid by a long shot, no. I mean, to me, he got it out for us. And everything he do is for a purpose. It's not because that man's stupid. He know exactly all his moves he's making. What they like, I think he's playing chess, right? I think he's playing chess. That man ain't playing no checkers. That man playing some game. I mean, it might seem wild and it don't make no sense, but he want to be the almighty king anyway. So don't sleep on the man. I don't. So we did that. We did that. And I'm so proud of us. And we got more to do and more way to go. Because we got, even when he get out of the seat, which he is talking about doing a third term. Have you heard about that? Well, I'm pretty sure y'all have, because it's all over the media. And to me, like it's almost like they be manifesting stuff. Like they all scared of him. Like whatever he say, it seems like it's gonna go. Instead of them going, oh no, he can't be doing 3 terms. They putting articles out in the media, but he controls the media and everything. And he puts it out and say, yeah, I think I'm gonna do 3 terms, and everybody Trump think he might do 3 terms. But this is why we gotta keep fighting, educating ourselves, and even pushing the others, holding people accountable. So everybody too at the same time they say, I didn't vote for this, for Donald Trump, for everything that he didn't do. If you didn't vote for it, then you stand up and you make changes and say, I didn't vote for this. Hold people accountable. So even when he's out of office and the next person come in, we just have to hold people accountable for what they say that they're going to do. So if he think he going to run for 3 terms, if he does run, and and it happens because nobody is strong enough, able enough to stop him, which I just can't believe it. But let's just say it happens, then let Obama run too. Everybody get to run again. He just don't get to run again. Obama will run again and put Obama. Not another lady. Kamala do not need to come back because they're saying vice president. And we need to think ahead. That's what I'm saying. So I'm manifesting. If he want to go 3 years, Obama going out again. And you got to do it for your country. Like he got to get out of his retirement zone and everything and get out and do it again so he can smoke Donald Trump. And then maybe Harris for vice president, like she was before. But she can't go first because I don't think the people have had enough yet. Obama. So If that's the case, he going for 3 years. Obama for president, and maybe Michelle. Shit, come on, Michelle, just do your thing. So come on. So we'll see what else we got going on around here. So, that might be enough because this I'm into my 30 minutes, and I'm at 30 minutes, and I think that was pretty good. So we got some news that you can use, and then we had some good results from it from having knowledge. So, in my next video, but meanwhile, get into it a little bit, right? Don't sit around and just think that, oh, we set the couch and this is what happened. So I didn't set the couch, I wrote it, but we got to get in it, get involved not only with politics, but get involved with yourself, okay? So do things that you love because you only have one life to live. Because I'm bringing this to a close. I'm bringing it to a close, Baker Man. You got one life to live and live it the way that you want to live it. Do not live it the way that this economy in this world, the American dream, I say it over and over again, and I stand 10 toes down. And we have to teach that to our kids. We got to do all that we can. I say everything that's happening is happening for a reason. So, like when Michelle said, and if this three term thing happened and Obama and Michelle go against him, ain't no if they go low, we go high. No, no, no. If they go low, we go lower. I don't care. We ain't got to be savage, right? Because they savages. Let's just be smart. Let's play check. I mean, let's play chess, like how they doing it on us. So also April the 4th or 5th, they having like one of these big rallies, uh protesters, and it's for us to stay out of it. I heard one podcaster telling people to get out there and get involved. No, we do not get involved with protesters anymore. They are doing everything to get us out there in the streets. I believe that. That's what the word is. I believe it because they out here protesting now against him, Tesla, Elon. Like it's protests is happening and it's quiet. They ain't even making no fuss about it because it's them. But the minute we put our feet out there and do it, because he already asked, can we shoot people? Well, he don't even have to ask now because he's the president. He can order that. He wants to shoot you in your kneecaps with what is it, rubber bullets? But they're not gonna use rubber bullets. But they want to shoot you in your kneecaps with rubber bullets, water hose, batons and stuff because he's trying to take that away as protesting. But it's going okay right now because we're not out there. Because, see, if we get out there and start protesting and we even be peaceful, they're going to say we're not. And then they're going to do all this, and ain't nobody going to sit around and let people beat up on them. So it's going to be, a big old brawl. And then martial law is coming. So, how we did, I'm very proud. We went out and we voted on them amendments. You got governors that's coming in. Vote for your new governor. Vote for your Senate. Vote for your Congress. Vote for your local people. Your city council, your school board. Get out here and vote, whether you think you're supposed to vote or not. Please just go vote. We need to start talking to the community. We need leaders and different things like that. We gotta take more time with our kids. I tell you, I've been watching some. I haven't. I've been coming across some videos with our kids just acting up. We gotta find some things to do. So we got enough stuff to do besides out there. I'm paving the pathway, going no, 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 and they're doing everything to make us upset. I mean, knocking. I seen a video when they was knocking down the walls and everything with on the machinery with George Floydman and all them and George Floyd. And it was making me feel sad and stuff, but they want to dig into your emotions. But we beyond that. And like they say too, F fucking statues and pictures and all of that type of stuff. What y'all want? Y'all want reparations? I like to have some reparations too. So don't worry about murals and you know street signs and stuff. We got bigger stuff, bigger fish to fry. Even like from when they gave us the Black History Month and he took it back. We don't need Black History Month. We need Black history all the time. And a lot of time, like Martin Luther King's birthday, half of the black folks at work and the white folks that work for the government and different people, they might be at home while you still out there working. So just don't get caught up in that. Let's keep building ourselves up, right? And trying to make the right decision. So with that being said, I'm gonna close that on out. So April the 5th, April the 4th, 5th, whatever it is, um, don't go out there. I don't care. Do not go out there. Still continue to not go into these stores and spend all this money and stuff like that. Don't be a consumer, be a producer. Try the best that you can. Always keep building within yourself and building your children and stuff like that. Doing the best that you can. Try to stay in the loop of things and stuff like that. And most of all, don't worry. Be happy because stress is a silent killer. And they need us, but they're trying to kill us too. It's in the food, it's in that the way they treat us, it's in the medicine, it's everything. But only you can value your life. They don't value your life. You have to value your life yourself. So that's how we're gonna do it. So we get a little bit of news, that we can use, and then we take and make it positive because that's what we do. And then we move on and enjoy our life. And that's that. Are you here, Baker Man? Well, here come back in. I'm getting to close out. I'm so excited because let me tell you what I did. I want you all to watch how I'm going out. I used my intro video. My son been helping me, so I'm so excited. And I've been working. Look, I've been working all this magic by myself, so I hope it come out good. He told me though, just before I came on live, he said, Mom, I showed you the formation. I set up everything for you, and you should be able to move along. I know you're excited and everything, but try to be calm and remember the right buttons to push. And I think that I did fairly well today. Um, and we've been adding different little perks and stuff. So, and the channel will continue to grow and get better and better and better and better. So, I usually was doing my intro in the outro, the same very video, but I have a surprise for you all, and I just can't wait. That's why I didn't come on yesterday. I did this myself. I made a musical video pretty much. So I have all of my kids are very unique and talented. And my grandkids, I try to feed into them the best that I can do, the best that I know how. And I want all of us, I want to encourage that we do that. I'll just work with our kids and your family, blah, blah, blah. So my kids, like they do music and stuff like that. They do some of everything. So Z Swag, that's his producer name. Z Swag Productions. Um, he's been helping me out, making my music and stuff. And these are my two youngest, and they actually make music. So they did this beat that I'm gonna show you. They did the beat in the lyrics and all of that type of stuff. I did a little visual to go with it. So that's my thing. So I'm going to do one of my son's songs, music produced by Z Swag, lyrics by King Tut. Okay. So, and you'll see a picture that was be inserted in there. And it's gonna say King Tut, and it's got his Instagram handle on it and stuff. And hit that like button. Tell me what you think. I did this video. Look, I did the video, and you do what you can do, right? I don't have no money to go do no musical big video thing, but this is what I did. So let me know. I did this. I did it. We did it though. So my Z Swag did the beats. Well, they probably both worked on it. And then King Tut, which is my other song, is doing the vocals. And I did the video. So let me get it going. And I'm going to just say a little something after the video, and then I'm out of here. So let's do it. Hold on.
I don't fit in the mold, so they try to break me. They can't make me a slave, so they try to hang me. But that shit can't be stopped, and that's why they hate me. All my life I wonder why they God create me. But I know now, when I'm full now, I'm ready, I'm playing my role now. I doubted myself, but I'm showed now. Devil arming itself for the showdown in this war now. Where the killers at? Probably cooling somewhere in the set. Long as God don't intervene, what a better way, I won't interject. But one day we gon' find the light. Every day I say remember that. Every day we get put away like an animal caught up in the net. Every day I gotta medicate with this antidote just to kill the stress. Blowing trees got me feeling blessed. Lord Jesus, I'm feeling blessed. Been a hard season, but we still adjust. I tried to tell them I'm different. I tried to tell them that I had the key to the truth from my vision, but they didn't listen. I came with a mission. Make sure the word realist is right by my name when you mention. I aim for the ceiling, shooting for the top, bang, I'ma kill it. Pray for a minute, pray for a minute. Pray that my people make it back home safely for dinner. Pray that I get it, pray that even when they get in my way, I'ma come out the winner. Cause I know the devil, he clouded my soul up. I know that he trying to control us. I know that he trying to control us. I know that he trying to control us. Still I gotta stack my dough up. Still I gotta hit my bros up. Still I gotta keep the pole tucked. You know that he trying to control us. 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 Still I gotta stack my dough up. Still I gotta hit my bros up. Still I gotta keep the pole tucked. You know that he trying to control us. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. I got the ticket and I admit it. Every second and minute I got the picture in my head. It's so vivid, a godly image. I've been hoping for change. I've been smoking in the rain, tired of coping with the pain, going deranged, trying to open up my brain so I could overcome these chains. I never complain. I'm just rolling with the waves. You never know what it could bring. I look in the mirror. I'm the only one to blame. The heavens holding up my name and I'm just a sinner. Still I'm caught up in my ways. I put my soul up on this page. I never forget the memories for them days, and still it never be the same. But they gon' remember my legacy when I fade. I'm something that they gotta learn about. I look at the world and it's burning down, so I roll up a blunt just to burn it down. My mission calling and I heard the sound. Got my soul on fire like a furnace now. If you had the chance, would you turn it down? Looking God in the face and just turn around. Praying for the people with no vision to tell. They live in the veil, everybody trying to send us to hell. We live in the hell already, but still I prevail. They wishing to fail, my destiny just sit in the cell. I'm in a fight for my life and I'm willing to kill. This isn't a drill, you get them to admit that I'm real. This life is driving me crazy, it's a negative trail. The devil trying to break me, but he know know I never been fearless, King Tut. The devil, he clouded my soul up. I know that he trying to control us. I know that he trying to control us. I know that he trying to control us. Still I gotta stack my dough up. Still I gotta hit my bros up. Still I gotta keep the pole tuck. You know that he trying to control us. 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 Still I gotta stack my dough up. Still I gotta hit my bros up. Still I gotta keep the pole tuck. You know that he trying to control us.
That's all, folks. Peace out. Thank you. Have a blessed day. I love you guys. Bye. I'm going to upload this to, again, like singly without all the talking, so it could just be a video, and then I'm going to try to see what happened with the video, but I did that. And I just like it. I'm very proud of myself. So, and I'm proud of us. So let's keep our heads up and let's just be the great people that we are. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.